Good morning from California, Disneyland. Now, it is day 2 of this D23 adventure. It is D23 day over at Disneyland. Unfortunately, I am not going to Disneyland today because it was the only day I could go over to DCA, Disney's California Adventure. Now, they're giving out a whole bunch of stuff at D23 day, like hats with D23 on it. We did that last year, and we have those hats or the last time, so I'm not going to that. Right now, we're going to go get breakfast over at downtown Disney and then over to DCA. Look at the line for the World of Disney over here in downtown Disney. Everybody's ready for it to open. Maybe they're giving something away there today, or just want to get in, get their shopping done. So there's actually a pin release today at the World of Disney, and that's why everybody's online for it. That is actually crazy. Pins go nuts. Pins, Larcana cards, anything you could collect, people grab because they know they'll either sell it now or sell it later on. Usually I like to hold it for a long, long time, and then we'll see what happens in the future. So I've actually never gone to downtown Disney past this point since I've been coming here the last few times. So we gotta find the Earl sandwich for breakfast. That is crazy. They have a black tap here in downtown Disney. Craft burgers, fries and rings, crazy shakes. Now, if you know anything about black tap, where I'm from in New York, I remember I had to wait an hour or two on a line outside just to get in to this place. I think the place has died down. This was maybe 10 years ago, but it was a decent place. I wouldn't say it was as good as what people made it out to be. Saw this earlier all over social media. This is the Sorcerer Mickey balloon that will be debuting for the first time at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this year. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is turning 100 this year. I have plans to go to see the parade, and I can't wait to see this balloon in the parade. But seeing a balloon up close like that, I've always seen the parades on TV, and now to see it up close, it is absolutely amazing how big these balloons are. And then they're going to be up in the sky, people be holding them. So this is crazy. A cast member just actually gave us this little patch that has the 100 of the Thanksgiving Day Parade with the Sorcerer Mickey balloon on it. Pretty cool. Made it into California Adventure, and after that very good breakfast burrito that a customer actually suggested, another person in front of me suggested, there's the Headless Horseman getting ready for the Oogie Boogie Bash over here. But we actually wind up getting a hat. So the D23 Day hat were being given out here as well. We are going to head over to Soarin' now. Recently, for the 4th of July, the 250th anniversary of America, Soarin' over at Epcot, at Disney World, and over here are doing a year-long 250th anniversary. It's going to be Soarin' over America instead of over the world and previously over California. So we will be checking it out for the first time over here, and then when we get over to Disney World, it's the same thing, but we'll ride it over there too.
When the doors to your fly open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the under seat compartment. This includes cell phones, bottles, hats, and of course,
Just got off of Soarin'. Honest thoughts, it's not as good as flying over California or flying over the world. It has some good scenes, and then there's some scenes that look very plain. But overall, it's good for its third version. So take it as you will. Heading over to the Incredicoaster, have a lightning lane for that. That you just saw right there was the Disney Junior Parade. I think that is the first time since I've came here now 3 times that I've actually seen a parade in one of the Disneyland parks. So they even had the Spider-Man with the big head from Disney Junior, the big Ferris wheel. Let's head over to this way. Something's going on over here. Got more D23 things around here. So not fully the D23 day at this park, but they're still doing stuff over here. I'm going to head over to Pixar Pier now. Love the little lamp on top. Look at that. Over here in Pixar Pier, they have a Coco billboard. They got a lot of Pixar billboards over here, but the Coco billboard is interesting because Disneyland is getting a Coco ride, and we have not gotten too many details on it yet. We probably will get that on Saturday. We'll get some details more on that. Here's a Wally billboard. But yeah, we'll probably get that on Saturday during the parks panel. And that'll be something excited to come back and see. I would love to come back and see what the Coco ride would be. I feel Coco is one of the best Pixar movies, one of the best Disney movies. And we have not gotten too many Coco things. Listen, I love the Three Caballeros over in Mexico and Epcot, but I would love to see maybe that ride change to Coco at some point. I know there was rumors in the past, but they kept the Three Caballeros. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We're going to head over, get a snack over here, and then we're going to head back to Grizzly River Run. It's not that hot, but get a little wet on a water ride, cool you down. Grizzly River Run is actually one of the better water rides Disney parks have to offer. Here's that snack I was talking about. It is a cinnamon bun Mickey shaped macaroon. $9.99. Looks like a cinnamon bun. I'm sure it will taste like a cinnamon bun. Let's try it out. Gonna head to the other side of the park now. We just did Grizzly River Run, absolutely soaking wet. My phone got wet. My shorts wet. Shirt wet. Going back to that macaroon, we're going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Too sweet, but did get that cinnamon bun flavor at first. And then there's that, I don't know how to explain it, aftertaste that you get from macaroons. I'm not a big macaroon fan. So there is that. We're going to head over to Avengers Campus. On the other side, we're going to talk about what is coming to that side of the park. 3 new rides are coming to that side of the park here at Disneyland's California Adventure. Love this part of DCA. It does remind me of my favorite Walt Disney World park, Hollywood Studios. But, you go down here, you feel like you're in the studios too. You got that background. And, of course, over here is the Monsters, Inc. ride. And it says Hollywood Studios up there, which is kind of crazy. This is like their little small Hollywood Studios area. But this area of the park is going to close soon. Now, it is supposed to become Avatar. Their own Avatar land over here is supposed to open up. And they delayed the closing of Monsters, Inc. ride. I love this Monsters, Inc. ride at this park. Of course, we are getting Monsters, Inc. over at Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios. So it's kind of a little trade-off. And Disneyland, like I said, will finally get their own Avatar ride. but it is circulate rumors now that it might get switched to maybe something like Zootopia. Zootopia has been coming up in the rumors of replacing this instead, which would, be upsetting, I guess, to people that love to come to Disneyland and come over to Monsters Inc. and or come over here and have their own Avatar Land. But we'll see what happens. We'll get that on Saturday at the park panel to see what they're actually going to do, replacing this Monsters Inc. ride, if it will be Avatar or Zootopia. So check that out. We're going to go on this ride now anyway.
For a special report, a child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child!
If witnesses are to be believed, there has been a child security breach for the first time in monster history.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight.
I tried to run from it, but... When this human child throws me with his mouth floor, it made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. Then it grabbed me with a right foot.
Oh, we gotta get you home.
Michael Wazowski!
There's nothing down here. Be on the lookout for this child. Affirmative on the negative, number one.
Why? They worked nice. Yeah.
You done your school?
Race gets a scare for
We're almost there, kiddo.
Not so fast, Sullivan.
Don't make me come in there.
Camp Rock 3 Summer is back in session, out on Disney Plus today. Or actually tomorrow. Today it comes out on Disney Channel. This is the area where they do a lot of the promotions. They did it for Spider-Man. They use this as a backdrop for a lot of stuff. So Camp Rock out today, on tomorrow Disney Plus. The third one with the Jonas Brothers. We'll see the Jonas Brothers this week. We're tied over to Avengers Campus. First, Guardians of the Galaxy we're going to head on to. It is a 50-minute wait. We're going to go on now. And then later use a lightning lane to go on again, most likely.
You are now standing in my private office.
I know.
Right.
Carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy let's you this guy.
Hearing you incessant blathering on a constant loop was big motivation for me to escape. I go, ouch!
Ow! That was not part of the plan. What? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The smart...
My dear friends, this is the moment you have been waiting for.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.
That was Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Wanted to do more of the queue there and the ride because I haven't been doing any rides too much today or any of the queues. Just been, going on and talking about it. So now we're going to head in we have a lightning lane for the Spider-Man ride, Web Slingers. We're going to have lunch at Pym's Test Kitchen based off of Hank Pym and the Ant-Man franchise. So here is Avengers Campus. Wouldn't say it is one of the greatest looking campuses or looking lands Disney's ever built, but they are adding more to it. And we're going to talk about it a little bit later after lunch. But they do have a lot of Easter eggs we're going to go through as well while we're over here. So let's go have lunch at Pym's Test Kitchen. Here at Pym's Test Kitchen, they have all unique foods from small to big. And you can see they do a little presentation of a small pretzel going into the machine and enlarging there, and comes out and it's a large pretzel. There it is, coming out of the machine. The food I've gotten twice now here is the not so little chicken sandwich. It's a humongous chicken cutlet on a small piece of bread with other toppings and stuff. Even on the Disneyland app, they actually have the chicken sandwich look small, and then while you're clicking on it, it enlarges in the little video that they have on there. So pretty cool, and I'll show that when I get my order. So that was that chicken sandwich as we head over to Spider-Man Web Slingers. And we're going to find some of those Easter eggs at the beginning of Avengers Campus on this side and work our way back this way. And then, of course, talk about the construction going on here at Avengers Campus. So we start with the first Easter egg, of course, Stark Motors. And that's probably referring more to Howard Stark, as it says taking cars to a new heights. Is, if you remember back in that Captain America First Avenger film, he was introducing the flying car at the World's Fair. Over here, usually Spider-Man hangs out. I think he's taking pictures to the right. There's a spider bot up top, all covered in webs, which has to do with the ride, where you gotta attack the spider bots. So we still continue through Avengers Campus from this side. Some kid has a Spider-Man hat on with Spider-Man. Look at that. I like this little Easter egg over here. The trees are fat and big. And if you realize why the trees are fat and big, it's because if you come over here, there is a pipe that says caution gamma radiation. So that gamma radiation sunk into these trees, made them a little fat and green, almost like the trees are turning into their own version of the Hulk. They got the sanctum for Doctor Strange over here. Usually takes pictures over here. He's not out here now. As we make our way over here to the right, they have right here the walls, the new 2 Avengers rides coming here. So you have Avengers Infinity Defense, which when they introduced the vehicle last year, this D23, it looked very similar to the car system you see in Universal Studios Orlando with Transformers and Spider-Man. So I remember they introduced that you'll be fighting alongside the Avengers to face up against King Thanos, a variant of Thanos in the multiverse. And then they have the other Tony Stark ride. If you look more here, where it's going to be testing out against different heroes, different powers and stuff. Very similar to some of the old technology Disney used to have, like in creating your own roller coaster over at Innoventions and Epcot. But this whole new area, which is great because you needed a bigger area here at Avengers Campus. The Avengers, Marvel, it's such a big franchise for Disney since they bought Marvel. And you only have the 2 rides over here. You needed more. So it's great that we're getting 2 more rides here as you see the Stark Industries.
Peter Parker!
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have Pym particles and Stark Tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff, like these spider bots, for example. Check it out. They have this really cool self-replicating feature. Because it's awesome. Buddy, you could stop doing that now. But anyway, you guys are here today to help us test the Web Slinger vehicle. Using onboard tech, you will be able to sling webs just like my buddy Spider-Man.
Peter, your presentation is getting away from you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Sharon. If you could just initiate the safety protocols, it'd be great.
Problem with that,
So
Peter.
anyway, you want to sling a web, are you?
Insight and multiplying at an alarming rate. If left unchecked, my calculations predict this will lead to the devastation of the entire Avengers campus. It should be safe until Spider-Man gets here, as long as they don't get into the alien fluid. This is now a bigger problem. Activating.
I hear you have a smoke problem. I'm here to help.
You made it. Great. Threat level is at exponential danger. You might need some help. Perhaps I'll call the Avengers?
Don't worry, everyone. I got this. Okay, everybody. Open house is canceled.
Wise idea.
But I could use some help.
Yes, you could.
Sharon, grab the Slinger vehicle.
Already on it.
Everyone head to the Slingers and we'll team up to stop the spider bots before they destroy the campus. It's easy.
Okay, we have...
Little help here! Guys! Am I glad to see you guys?
Attending our open house presentation and preventing the destruction of the world as we know it. Please collect your wits and any person...
Dora Milaje going on right now at Avengers Campus. Walking through. They always have different quick little events going on, whether it's up there with some of the Avenger characters or the Dora Milaje walking through or some other Avenger character performing. No World of Color today. You could see here they're filming something. It's a Disney Princess thing. You needed to get a virtual queue to get in. And some of the stars that voice the Disney princesses throughout the different Disney films are out there taking pictures with people. It looks like they filmed maybe a commercial or something. But no World of Color tonight because of this whole thing they have going on. Heading over to the Lamplight Lounge for dinner tonight. Maybe we'll get to see what is being filmed over there. So they weren't really filming. They were actually practicing earlier, rehearsing for what they're going to film tonight. So if we get an outside table, maybe we'll get to see what they're filming as we eat at the Lamplight Lounge.
I don't know what I did and how I took this picture, but it was...
that Princess concert that they were basically rehearsing earlier. We just saw it in person. They had 2 shows today. We're going to head out now to the park. One more thing before I go. I'm still standing here back in Avengers Campus. They started adding photos online. Various people are able to go to the D23 convention tonight to look at sneak peeks of artwork and models of the new lands coming to Disney parks, including more on Avengers Campus. And it is official that Avatar is still going over at Monsters Inc. ride that we went on earlier. So there is that. If you like this video, want to see more, follow, like, comment on this video. We'll be doing Disney parks in the next 2 weeks. Thank you.